It's the Doves.
That's nice. Oh, that's nice.
Versus the Vultures.
Oh, no.
It's time for 3 Up, 3 Down. This is the Sports Source.
Time for 3 Up, 3 Down, brought to you by Parkside Cabin Rentals. The holiday season gets underway this week. What better way to spend some of your holiday vacation time than by renting your own cabin in the Smokies? Parkside Cabin Rentals has the best and biggest selection of cabins you'll find anywhere. Check out their website and you can see all the floor plans, and you're going to be spending an hour there because they've got all kinds of floor plans. Parkside Cabin Rentals this holiday season. Check them out. All right, I want to welcome in the Doves on today's show. We're down there. We have VFL Daniel Hood and VFL Sterling Hinton. These guys are always happier when the Volunteers win.
Always
so you've been happy for a while. Daniel Sterling, welcome.
Appreciate being here.
And with Will Overstreet, I think he's in Mississippi today, his home state, we have Mike Stoll filling in as a Vulture. You filled in a couple times as a Dove. Now you get to be your more natural self.
I think your viewers complain I wasn't good enough to look like a Dove. That's why the quarterback's a Dove, a lineman's a Vulture.
There we go. All right. Well, let's start 3 Up, 3 Down. Who was the number one up for you guys? Do we usually, I forget, do we do this 3 up? Do we start with 3 or start with 1? We start with 3?
Yeah.
All right,
Start with 3.
I've only done this for 17 years. Who are we going? Who's your number 3
I think we got
up?
to start with Josh Palmer. Led the team in yards yesterday and took 2 massive hits and just held on to the football. And from someone that's played in Missouri, that's a tough hit to take, especially with the weather and everything else. That ground's hard. So hats off to him getting back up and leading the team.
6 catches, 124 yards, and the kill shot from the safety across the middle took him a while to get up from that one. But the other one, he had his legs taken out from under him and just crashed on that back.
Yeah.
So you got to give Palmer credit. I'm glad you mentioned him. All right, who's the number 3 down?
I'd say in honor of Will Overstreet. We're going to go with Sean Schamberger. The late hit on Kelly Bryant that extended the drive. It was in the fourth quarter. Missouri ended up scoring a field goal out of that to cut it to 24-20. It wasn't a real vicious hit, but Mike, it's a penalty you can't get.
Yeah, so that's football IQ coming into play, right? And as he gets off as he's scrambling outside, just ease up, right? The guy's not going to lower his head. He hadn't lowered his head all day because he is hurt and he's not moving well. I get it. He tried to pull up a little bit, and then he threw his shoulder in there a little bit. It's like, okay, just stay away from it. Smart football play, because those are kind of games, plays in tight games that can get you in big trouble.
Pruitt, let him know about it.
Yeah, he grabbed him,
Yep.
as you should.
You're good with that.
I'm good with it.
There you go. We did this earlier this year with the face mask thing.
Yeah.
The Sterling was the oldest guy. He had no problem with it. You're the same age as Sterling. You don't have a problem with it.
I've had my face mask grabbed before.
Will had a little problem with it. Daniel had a big problem with it. It's a generational thing.
The snowflakes.
Yeah,
It's the big snowflakes.
We're going to have a fight here on the set. All right.
Internet guys.
Won't be the first one. All right, number 2 up. Who we got?
Number 2 up is Juwan Jennings. I mean, first of all, he's probably number 1 in everybody's heart right now, but I say he's number 2 because of his effort yesterday. Number 1, I can't wait to talk about that guy, but number 2 is Juwan Jennings. He's continuing to make plays in times of needing to have a play. Not just making plays, he's making plays. We need those plays he's making, and he's doing it for his team. I love what he's doing right now.
5 catches, 115 yards. The touchdown where he juked a guy out of his shoes twice, same guy twice, got by another guy. He also took a lick at the goal line, and it took him a second to get up, but he came right back. That guy is...
Biggest catch of the day. 4-minute offense makes the first down there that ends up sealing the game.
Good point. Juwan Jennings.
Football
All right, who is the number 2 down?
Number 2 down. So offensive lineman Colbert, he was in motion a couple times, did not block well. The first block kick, he was in at the right guard. He's the one that got on a different level, let the guy block the kick. They tried to do some things with him. You know, if they came to me and said, Mike, we're going to put you in the backfield, put you in motion, and we're going to let you go tee off on an outside linebacker, I'm like, yeah, let me do it. And he had those opportunities, and he didn't execute on them well. They talked about him going in motion, but I followed the play. He just didn't go find somebody to hit. Didn't play a great game yesterday.
Okay, very good. Who is the number 1 up?
Number 1, I think we agree on this. I've said it at the beginning of the season. He has probably the strongest hands in the SEC, Marquez Callaway. I mean, he wasn't getting many targets at the beginning of the season. Receivers that are confident in their abilities, they get a little frustrated when the ball's not coming to them. Trust me, I played with some that were real confident in their abilities. And this guy is another one. And now he's sticking with the team. He's showing the true volunteer spirit. He's getting targets, and he's making plays with them and grasping that ball. Marquez Callaway.
Six catches, 110 yards, one touchdown.
And I don't think we've ever had a receiver at Tennessee play the jump ball as well as he does.
Oh,
I mean, you think about his career, that's one thing I'm going to miss watching is if you can put anyone against him, and I would take Callaway in that battle.
They compete well for the ball. I'll say something else last night. You had three guys, and you guys mentioned all three receivers. First time, as you said, and I think in the first segment, first time Tennessee's ever had three receivers go over 100 in the same game. Not only that, they could have had more. 4 pass interference calls. There was a fifth that was on the touchdowns. They didn't take it, but there were 3 on one poor sap who got nabbed 3 times. So if not for the interference calls, they could have had about 600 yards receiving yesterday. Who was the number one down?
It's kind of a combination thing here.
We talked, Riley Levingood is the deep snapper or the snapper, long snapper for the kicks, and the first one that was blocked wasn't on him, but you saw after that he started getting the yips a little bit. Yep. So one inside, one low. He's not targeting right, and you got one job to do. And that's where you got to be mentally tough. He's never had anything blocked. They've always had good protection. That first one gets blocked. I think he got a little nervous, and then I think it throws off Slamaga, his kicking ability. It throws off the whole blocking scheme. Everybody gets really nervous when that happens, and he's at the top of that whole field goal unit.
I was going to say the two blocks, both those kicks were a little bit low. Now the timing I think might have been thrown off, but those kicks were low, I thought.
We are way over already, but there were a couple of people you guys wanted to mention. I'll start with Sterling.
I didn't want to mention that. Just like Mike Stowe was my drink of water protecting me, what Trey Smith did yesterday, I have a nice drink to him. Great job. Yes, and also my guy Keon Bennett, he's really doing things in the middle of the defensive line.
You good?
Yeah, I was going to mention Trey Smith. I just thought he was dominant.
Yeah.
That poor cornerback he hit one time when he pulled out there. Goodness gracious.
Was that the same corner who got hit? I think he's the one that got the 3 PIs.
Yeah, because I think he was over in the end zone at the end of the game, sucking his thumb.
It might have been a kid he chanced by in the end zone. That's it.
Yeah, I thought it was the guy that missed Jennings twice.
It was the guy that Jennings went by.
Yeah. Either way, that's a great performance by him. And so here's the thing: is when you're an offensive lineman, you're going for a defensive back like that. He can move on you real quick, and you can be hesitant. He just barreled into him. That was a great play.
All right, guys, thank you very much. When we come back, we're going to talk about bowl games, where Tennessee could go, where the players might want to go. Daniel's got an interesting take on that. Come on back on the Sports Source.